on today as well.
That's the thing when we have meetings all the time, and Coach Chud says that that's the way he wants to call it. He's going to be an aggressive coach, and he says that. I mean, in the leadership committee, we always tell him we're gonna have your back, and he said you have to have my back if we get it or if we don't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that I'm going to play. That's the way that our identity of our team needs to be. We're going to go for it, and if we happen not to get it, defense step in there like nothing happened. And they just were converting, and it was just you should tell everybody was just hype, and we weren't. There was no point we thought we were going to really lose. I mean, they're a great team, but it's just like the momentum and everything it was in our favor, and it felt good to have the momentum going our way for once.
Chud said it was time for you guys to not be the little kid brother of the AFC North anymore. Are you guys not the kid brother of the AFC North?
I mean it's whatever people want to say, but I really don't feel like we're the little brothers. I would feel like it's just a completely different. It's just different now, man. Our defense is different. Our offense is different. The players are different. The coaches are different, and you know that it always changes. But this time, it's changing for the better. You know what I'm saying?
Is that as complete game as the defense has played this year?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is the first time I think the complete team played a four-quarter game, and that's the way you got to play if you want to beat really good teams like that.
How much do you like the fact that your coach just keeps going for it on fourth down?
I love it, man. That's our identity. That's what we talk about. I mean, he says we got to have his back no matter what, and we always got our coach's back. We love the way he coaches us, his passion, and he's just, you know what I'm saying, let's go for it, let's do this. And that's the same way our team is. Like, come on, man. Honestly, you know, at the beginning, it was like, what the fuck we got to lose? Let's go out there and make something happen.
How about
Joe, Pittsburgh was losing when I left upstairs. Cincinnati lost Thursday. You beat Baltimore today. You got 7 games left. Is the division wide open, and can you win it?
The division is wide open, but we got to take, you know, we can't just all of a sudden crown ourselves. We beat the Ravens once, so right now we got to come back in, you know what I'm saying, study the film. We definitely could do better, but at the same time, it's looking good for us, so we just got to come in and just keep working.
How happy were you for Devon and Greg Little?
I was so happy for him. You know, Greg's probably, you know, he's one of my best friends on the team. And Devon, he's just a pro's pro. And it's the same thing when people ask him about how he had a bad game, what do you say to him? You don't say anything to people like Devon. He knows what he did wrong. He's mad at himself. He's way madder than you will ever be. So he knew what he had to do, and he came out here and handled his business. So all of that, you know, Devon, people have bad games all the time, and that was just one of his bad games. And he just came back like a true pro, didn't ever soap or nothing. He came back in there, came to practice like nothing happened, and just came out here and did what he had to do.
How about the way Greg was almost fighting like a defensive guy out there today, just battling? I mean,
that's Greg's whole. That's just Greg. You know, that's the way he is. That he's just not gonna let nobody mess with him, no matter what. And you gotta love that about him. He's gonna block hard. He's gonna run his routes hard. He's gonna just do everything he does. He's gonna do it with passion. And you can't try to knock somebody for that.
Joe, were you a little concerned that momentum might have been swinging Baltimore's way with that touchdown they got at the end of the half?
You know, that stuff happens, man. And with our defense, we felt like we were doing a really, really good job. And 2 plays messed us up, and we couldn't let that whole thing just slide away. We know we have really good defense, and they have a really good offense. So they're bound to make a play.
What was it? Was there? Did you guys just not expect that route? Tashawn was saying the guys been running the same route, and they changed it up a little bit.
It was another double route, and it definitely was Flacco. He's a really good job of just holding on to the ball a little longer and being able to elude the pressure, and it was all good. They made a good play.
Joe, it's one thing to talk about identity, talk about a mindset, but to actually go for it on fourth, do that type of things, is that one of those deals where it's actions are better than words?
Exactly, but the thing is, when we talk to Coach, we have real, we interact with our coach, and he really tells us how he wants us to do, and we have interactive conversations. He said we're going to be an aggressive team, we're going to go for it, and he's shown us he's going to go for it, and that's just the way we rock, and that's just what's going to happen.
But the recent